Ah, Woody. He's an icon to generations, both young and old. However, shots have been fired, calling out our favourite 3D animated cowboy and accusing him of, well, as we say in London, being a bit of a twat.
What?
So it's time. Join me, and together let's investigate. Is Woody kind of a jerk? As Toy Story celebrates 25 years since its release, I've been seeing a lot of articles and Reddit threads calling out our favourite cowboy.
Oh, slick! Hey.
They talk about examples of controlling,
Come on, get in position.
bratty,
All right.
stubborn, petty behaviour, and a propensity to not let things go.
Well, you wasted your time.
And maybe,
Couple of days.
just maybe,
They'll see.
a little bit of a narcissist?
After all we've been through.
I actually think it's something far smarter, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Those of you that have seen my examination of the scariest horror movies will know this technique of injecting humanity into your character is key. Yes, these are toys, but they all feel emotions that you and I do. Joy, sadness, rage, and of course, fear. When you care for a character deeply, it feels all the worse to see them suffer. I mean, am I the only one that was seriously perturbed by seeing Woody's arm torn off?
I can't believe it, my arm is completely gone!
So if we give human traits to these characters, then surely a key element is to make them flawed, of which Woody clearly is.
Oh, it's just a mistake.
Andy, let's go. Molly's already in her car seat.
The toys are essentially held captive by Andy. Hear me out. Slaves to their omnipotent overlord, craving his attention.
Don't think I can take that kind of rejection.
To me, this sounds a lot like Stockholm Syndrome,
Andy's gonna take care of us, I guarantee it.
where a prisoner begins to feel deep feelings of belonging with their captor.
Doesn't he realize that I'm not there?
Oh my God, that's deep. They fear falling out of favour, and none more so than Andy's apparent favourite toy, one-of-a-kind Woody.
I remember with Andy.
Now, when Buzz arrives on the scene, Woody is genuinely worried, scared he will be cast aside by the godlike Andy. So at this point, what is it that actually separates Woody from these guys? I mean, it's just self-preservation after all. If these guys are villains for protecting their self-interest, then surely Woody is as villainous as they are.
You keep forcing me to take extreme measures.
Okay, let me give you an analogy. Before civilized man, we were all tribal beings, roaming the wide open plains of ancient Earth. To be cast out of the tribe would have meant certain death. We needed the safety of the tribe, so you either become a beta follower, keep your head low, don't offend anyone and stay safe in the tribe, or you make a power play and you assume leadership.
I'm not worried.
Does this remind you of anyone?
Of course Woody ain't worried. He's been Andy's favorite since kindergarten.
Okay, so this all got very deep very quickly. But is it just us that's noticed this? No, look, the other toys will happily ridicule the self-appointed head of the tribe.
I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Also, by the way, I should point out that this is an homage to The Far Side. So everything is in the name of Andy, or for Andy's best interests.
We're here for Andy when he needs us. Don't worry, Andy's gonna take care of us, I guarantee it.
The face-off against Buzz back in the first movie wasn't just based on jealousy, it was a power struggle.
All right, that's it.
He's controlling, superior, and loves a bit of grandstanding.
We all knew Operation Playtime was a long shot.
And his reaction to Buzz's arrival immediately puts him on the defensive.
Guys,
Tension between the two soon gives way to rivalry.
you stay away from Andy. He's mine, and no one is taking him away from me.
However, in spite of all this comedy, Woody makes no bones about it.
Of course, I'd love to see you as a crater.
I love this scene. I love the mean side of Tom Hanks. We don't get to see it enough.
You are a toy!
Who can forget this?
There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Now, none of this means that Woody is justified in trying to, quite literally, off Buzz.
Oh, no.
Okay, fine. He didn't intend for him to go flying out that window, but he was happy for him to be trapped behind the desk for an eternity. The other toys call him out on his behaviour,
Well, what if Andy starts playing with me more, Woody, huh?
and he's cast out of the tribe.
Backstabbing murderer.
Exactly what it is we all fear the most. Buzz is only really accepted in by Woody when he accepts being second fiddle to him. And let's face it, would the gang have even accepted Woody back if he hadn't brought Buzz with him? In the second movie, Woody is separated from the gang, and he soon learns where he's come from, and after some ass-kissing and ego-stroking from Jesse and the prospector, Woody is ready to turn his back on his friends completely
It's okay, Buzz. I actually want to go.
and settle in with a new pack.
I'm actually excited about this. I mean it. I really am.
What a disloyal dick! And by the time the third movie has come round, Woody and the squad have been banished to the toy box. Andy presumably too busy getting high, chasing girls, and watching Misquoted on Movies on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Woody is still insisting everybody keep the faith.
Someday, if we're lucky, Andy may have kids of his own.
And he'll play with us then, right?
Like a preachy, cultish jerk.
Sell every spring cleaning Andy held on to us.
Whenever he meets a new set of toys, Woody will consistently show suspicion and paranoia.
I'm good.
He soon will see they can work together to push Woody's adventure forward, and once he has, he just deserts them. Despite their vulnerability and desperate need to be rescued, Woody is so quick to turn them and burn them. We've even seen him break the toy code before. Now, okay, it's true, Sid was a little bit twisted, but actually, did he do anything wrong? He didn't know the toys were sentient. How could he? If he has a mishmash of old toys and plays a little unconventionally, is that such a crime? And don't get me started on the conversation that is Sid's later career of being a refuse collector. Now let me clarify, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being a refuse collector. However, it's certainly not a creative way to make a living. Now, Sid as a child showed signs of a wonderful imagination. Could Woody breaking the toy code have scared the very life force and talent from Sid? So the evidence is pretty damning, I'm afraid. But you know as well as I do, he always comes good. And I'd argue that it's this flawed personality that makes Woody so relatable to us. Buzz is charming, heroic and funny, but he isn't really relatable. He isn't really human.
Buzz is all I have left to do.
So while I'm all for killing your idols, not today, my friends, not in this video. Woody, we salute you. You flawed, wonderfully selfish jerk.
From now on, we stick together.
So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. My Patreon details are in the About page. And if you're on Instagram, come and give us a follow. We have lots of fun mixing up quotes and mashing up quotes from two different movies. It's all very silly, but it's a lot of fun. So I've been Misquoted, and this has been Misquoted on Movies. And I'll see you next time.
Wait, what happened? What happens next? Come on, let's see the next episode.